Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another cast. This time not on my channel, but on SpyParty fans. Thank you, Checker and Bloodwolf, and anybody else that I'm allowed to stream here. I'm not alone, at least not today. I'm here with my dearly Roth. Hello, Roth.
Hello. On to the Summer Cup draw stream for 2025. Should we get started?
Yes, I'm always happy having you here because then my English isn't that terrible, or my English is still terrible, but you can help me there, and I'm not as nervous as I'm already am.
No worries, all good.
So let's just talk a little bit about the explanation what Summer Cup 2025 is and how does the rules changed to the earlier Summer Cups. We have no traditional group format for the first stage, but we have the Swiss group, which means we have all 16 players in one big group, and we have to draw every round back to back. So we need to have everybody play their games in the next week so that we can do in best case a cast and on the end the draw stream for the next round. Trying to do it every week nearly here around that time, Saturday evening, Sunday, anywhere there. If it's not possible for you to play in the 7 days you have, then just hit me with some information and we will try to go for any what is it? Any solution.
Solution.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
As I said,
all good.
my English is bad. Otherwise, we have, not like usually, the Summer Cup preset that usually everybody has to play, but we have a draft system. I think I was the first in the last Winter Cup 2025, that that does it with this system. We will show you an explanation how to do it later, and I think that's the biggest thing for now. Tell me if I'm missing something.
Don't think you're missing anything in particular, but should we look at the screen that shows who signed up and also sort of a layout of how the Swiss system works, so people can visualize or see
Yes.
graphically how that works.
So
So
you,
we have these 16 players. Yep.
yep.
Um, Including 4 brand new players to competitive spy party, which is great. It's nice to see almost a quarter of the field being newcomers to competitive spy party, which is fantastic. So yeah, we have essentially a maximum of 5 rounds per person. You're always going to play someone who has the same match record as you. So at the start, everyone is on a 0-0 record, and then in round two, players who won in round one will also play players who won in round one, and vice versa for those who lost in round one, and it goes on for basically 5 rounds until you either have lost 3 matches or you won 3 matches. And if you end up at the end of the 5 rounds having won 3 matches, then you're going to advance to the bracket stage. So 8 players will advance, and 8 will be knocked out after the Swiss. Um, and what we're here for today is to essentially draw the first round and get the tournament started off and answer any questions you got in chat. So should we should we get started?
Yeah, we can. As I was asked earlier, there will be no seeds for the first round, so everybody can play against everybody. So yeah, maybe we will see some spicy matchups here. Um, it's live, so I have a tiny question to you, Rolf. Should we go for match by match, or should we go like doing the first 8 on the left and then start on the top again and go for the next 8 players?
That is an excellent question. Do you know what? Let's go down the list. Let's do the first all on the first list, and then and then we'll do all on the second list because I think that's going to be the most fun.
So the first 8 on the left and then the second on the right, yeah?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, okay. So as you can see on the wheel, I hope you had find yourself when you had signed up, of course. Just then you are here in the list. I will shuffle a little bit, so I can't be or couldn't be tell that I am cheating or stuff like that. And I can go for the first draw here, and it is one of our new competitors.
Yes. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, new player to the scene. I've seen them playing a bunch of the daily challenges recently with some quite impressive scores, and is interested in learning how the game works. So I'm looking forward to see how he progresses in the tournament,
I had
or they progress even.
no idea how many new competitors we have, even though playing active in the lobby at the recent month or so. And yeah, so I have no idea who he is, how good he is, or stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to see. But we going for the second. And it is Hoffnung. So at
Yeah,
least we can
seasons
say,
player.
yeah, we can say Obi Kenobi and Hoffnung will not face each other in the first round.
That's correct.
Maybe
Hoffnung, yeah.
good omen for Obi Kenobi, because playing against Hoffnung is pretty hard, I think.
Yeah, I think they made the semi-finals of the last cup. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah,
Uh,
very strong player, knows his etiquette. Yeah, I'm sure Obi-Wan Kenobi will be happy to not face them in round one.
I think it's such a unique playstyle that Hoffnung has that makes it so hard to play against him.
You need to know your stuff and abide by a lot of the laws of the etiquette of this of the AI, because he will find you in very unique ways.
Yeah, I think playing against you, for example, or Nebula or Mini or what else, or who else, it's not as frustrating for me, or it was never as frustrating for me to play against you that it was to play against Hoffnung and just lose because of such tiny etiquette breaks,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you just was too long for a half a second too long on the window pad or stuff like that. And I was like, I have no brain for this. But yeah, good.
yeah. It's certainly different.
Third one.
All right, number 3, we have wrestler, seasons player at this point. Our host of many of the tournament and many casts in the past, and also the SpyParty Millionaire quiz event thing, which is always a blast. So it's nice to see him back playing in SpyParty, and we'll be playing definitely not Obi-Wan Kenobi or Hoffnung in round one.
To be fair, I think, hmm, nah, there are too many big players still on the reel, so I just shut my mouth. The
We've got
problem is
quite, I think, like, yeah, go on.
I'm still in the wheel, so I'm participating as well. So it's
Yeah.
even harder for me to draw my own death or stuff like that.
It's all down to randomness. Player number 4, we have. Oh, that's so funny.
Talked about this weird player, and there he is. Yeah.
Let's see. We'll see you face in round one. So at least you know you're not playing Hoffnung.
At least not
That's kind of
in the
nice.
first round, yeah. So
Yeah.
my what is it? My mental nemesis is not against me. That's a big plus. But yeah, as I said, there are so many other crazy good players that it's scary to see all those. Good.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Mambo number 5.
Yes.
Someone's happy.
Everybody, every time now the one of the bigger players gets drawn on the left side, I'm completely happy with that. Fire Lord Ethan. I think
Needs
he.
no introduction, I
No,
think.
no.
One of the top players in competitive SpyParty at the moment.
How many finals or in the row was Firelord Ethan versus Aston 4 or 5?
A lot,
A lot.
a lot. I think
Too
it
many.
depends if you it depends if you want to include SMC, but if you don't include SMC, like 4 or 5, yeah,
Oh yeah,
crazy.
SMC was you against Aston,
After
or
team,
yeah,
yes,
good.
but yeah, both Asatine and Ethan are by far and away, I think, the top two best active in this list at the moment. Arigoria, who had a really strong Hex Cup, and I'm very interested to see how they will get, how they will face or match up in round one, because I think they have a lot of potential.
Yeah, for sure. I played against her and I think I lost 7-5. So, uh, not that I'm somebody who you want to compare against, but for the low time, like a year or so that she's playing, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, yeah, barely that. I think yeah, they've definitely learned a lot very quickly.
Yeah.
Number 7, yes, Yosh.
Your
I see Yosh
truth.
back playing.
To be fair, Josh was the last person who signed up, and I was really sad about not seeing him earlier. And I was like, oh no, no Josh, that's tragic. But yeah, he is still here, and that makes me happy.
Need more hedgehogs in our SpyParty tournaments.
In everything, I think.
Yes.
I never saw a hedgehog doing something negative or something like that. They're all always cute. So last one on the left side, and it will be Echo VT.
Eiko VT. That's. I mean, Eiko is always the player that fascinates me. I think they're a player who tends to play to the level of their opponent often, and it's always interesting to see when Eiko plays against stronger players, because he ups his game. So we'll be interested to see who they get in round one. And yeah, let's have a look at the 8 left who we haven't drawn yet to see some potential matchups.
Yeah, I have the list right next to the reel. You can't see it, but we have Blood Red Yeti, Kalex, I hope that's pronounced correctly, Justice Ghost, Jay Scarney, Acetyn Effect. Now, and again, a name that I pronounce wrong probably. Liwek, Hyper X, as Scarney says, or Hypixer, and Opirites.
So we have three new players to competitive spy party left to draw, and I would say probably Assassin and Opie are two of the top three as well left. So
Yes.
very interesting how these are gonna go down. It's very gonna be, what's the word?
It would be.
I want to say volatile. That's just wrong, but it has potential to be very good for someone and very not if you draw Assassin or Opie for sure.
I would like to see some games like Hoffnung against Acetyn or Wrestler against OP or Firelord Ethan against OP or stuff like that. But
In round one will
I'm
be
in
spicy,
one
yeah.
one, yeah. But as I know my luck, I think at least one of those will get drawn as fourth. And yeah,
We'll see.
we see we see now the opponent for Obi Kenobi.
Hyper. Another fairly new player, but not that new at this point. I think Hyper is quite established as a strong player nowadays. Has played quite a lot of casuals, I believe, with Asteen and Ethan, so they've experienced themselves in casual play with the best. So and they've learned a lot. So I think they're in for quite a strong tournament.
Yeah, I think he joined around the same time as Aragoria did.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that
Um,
was a good generation or stuff like that. Good, 7 more to go. And now the opponent that Hoffnung will face.
it's gonna be OP Rice.
Ay, ay,
Crikey,
ay, ay,
crikey.
ay.
That's the first round tie
Ah,
I ever saw one. Oof. I mean,
hard?
neither of them are going to be happy with that. I don't think.
Probably not.
But
No.
it is a Swiss system, so you can afford to lose 2 matches and win 3 and still make it into the next round. But what I will say as well is that the ranking at the end of of the Swiss matters for how it goes into the bracket.
Hmm.
First place will be playing eighth place in the Swiss, second against seventh, and so on, I believe.
Yep.
So it doesn't help getting someone very strong in round 1 because if you lose, you're guaranteed to be locked out of first or second place. So um, yeah, absolutely fire match. I do want to see how that goes down in round 1.
One of the bigger problems I just realized is that even if you lose the first round and thought like, okay, everybody lost the first round, so it get easier now. No, at least Hoffnung or OP will be in 0 and 1 match record as well. So
Yep.
yeah. Hmm. I'm not 100% sure if I like it or not. But next up is the opponent against wrestler or for wrestler. It will be Jester's Ghost.
Yes, Jester's Ghosts. I think this is their first foray into competitive, but I know they've been around in the community for quite a long time. So it'll be interesting to see how they get on against Wrestler. Definitely a strong opponent, so should be an interesting game.
Probably, yeah. And now it's time for the worst part. I have to
So
draw an
it's a
opponent.
1 in 5 chance, right? To get
Let me see.
Assassine.
Yes.
20% chance for a very sad co-host of this stream, I guess.
If we manage, or if I manage, because you can't do anything about it, but if I manage to draw Aston now, I think I will just mute myself and you have to do everything after that.
Okay. Understandable. Alright, let's see. You managed to miss him.
At least
What about
not
you? Let's
Aston,
see.
but to be fair, Blood Red Yeti, who did an awesome job. The pictures you just saw recently was every single one was made by Blood Red Yeti. So huge thank you for that. And yeah, he's for more years now, for few years now in competitive, and I think he's really good in his playstyle. So it will not
Hmm.
be like for me as rusty player as I am right now, not like in just easy go through. It will be, I think, a really tight match, maybe with overtime and stuff like that. So it could be really
That's,
interesting.
that's another good point as well. Usually in cups, ties count as ties, but in a Swiss system, you need to have a winner at the end of the match. So if it's tied after the 12 games, you'll play overtime on a venue until there is a winner, and that's a requirement of the Swiss system.
Yes, that's true. So now we have a 25% chance, and it's Firelord Ethan's opponent.
Yeah, this is. I don't know
Oh
how
my
I'll feel if
goodness.
if Ethan draws Ascertain. That's sort of like. I mean, it's odds on final in round 1 is what that would be. It'd be on the other hand as well. You've got both Kalex and Liwek or Liwek as well. So I think the best and most interesting outcome here is if James Garney plays Ethan. So we'll see how it goes.
And I'm not 100% sure, but wasn't Scarny beating Firelord Ethan recently?
Well in SML I think
Yeah, maybe.
did I don't know I can't remember. Either way, they both played a lot against each other, and it's an interesting meta between them. So
Yes.
we'll see how it goes.
Let's go.
Oh,
Ay, caramba.
they're gonna think we've rigged this.
Oh no.
Oh God.
The last competitive
Oh,
game they played against each other in the finals, and now they playing against each other in the first round. Oh
oh God.
no. I think my Discord will explode now. Aston
Maybe.
and Firelord Ethan both will just spam me.
How? I'm sorry. Hoffnung against OP and Ethan against Asity.
Hmm.
What is this? This is silly. Oh dear.
Oh no. I would say my apologies, but I can't rig anything. And to be fair, it's pretty interesting. So yeah.
Right, well, yeah, I guess it's Ethan against Asity match number 15 between the other in round one.
Okay, I get a message directly, but it was hyper, so we're good. We're good. Okay,
Okay, all right. Let's see who
Aragoria.
Aragorn is facing. Between Kylex, Lywek, and Jay Scarney, it's going to be Jay Scarney, which is an interesting one.
Oh yeah, that is. I can't bet on that match. It's completely
Yeah,
50-50, I think.
that's. I think you have Hoffnung and OP and Ethan against Asity, both absolutely fine matches, but I think this one is one of the most interesting ones because they, I would say, are very similar skill level. I think,
Mhm.
but also they haven't played against each other before, and I think contrasting styles, especially on Spy as well. So I think that's going to be a very interesting match to watch.
Kalex just saying in the chat that he is dead anyway. So that's not a great outcome for him anyway. But yeah, with Yosh and Eiko, some players that play different style. I think Eiko with a much slower spy. Yosh,
I think they both have, and this is coming from me, by the way, who is a notoriously slow spy. They both have slow spies
yeah, to be fair.
for sure.
But yeah. Anyway, we will see the opponent Yosh is facing.
Josh versus Lywek. One of our new players. I don't have much data on them to say much, but I'm happy they're playing
Me
for
neither,
sure.
but yeah. To be fair, those or those players could be a pretty good dark horse. So maybe he will just rip through everybody and go 3-0, and we will see a new talent or prodigy or what else on the new Spy Party Horizon. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Uh,
You never know.
but it's just that you are not too sad about not getting drawn earlier. You get drawn anyway.
Yep. Kalex against Aiko, which is going to be another interesting match. Kalex has is fairly new to the community, I believe. Has been playing dailies. I've seen some of their results in the Discord. It's quite impressive. So I'm looking forward to see how they progress against Aiko.
Yeah. So, mm, 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 mm. For the draw thing, it's not many more things to say. Just everybody, good luck, and please try to schedule your match in a private message on Discord. You can just probably write everybody just how to find a starting time. Maybe you can use the Hammer Time website to not get confused with the
Hmm.
time zones.
Yep.
And yeah,
That's linked in competition scheduling channel for what it's worth as a pin. Very
perfect.
a very useful feature to make sure you don't mess up time zones with your opponent. And like you said earlier as well, um, because of how the Swiss system works, we can't progress into round two before all the matches in round one have been complete. So it's more imperative than normal that matches get played every week. Um, so deadline at the end of the weekend of the next week. So for example, round one will be next Sunday, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. So like, if we manage to have everybody played on Saturday evening, like today, like at this time, we can. It's perfect, and we can just draw another on Saturday. Otherwise, we will alternate. Sometimes Saturday, sometimes Sunday. But it would be great if we can manage to do it like that.
Hmm.
So the last thing is we need to skip here and go for the draft uh, explanation real quick. So this is the draft sheet you have in the pinned message in the Summer Cup. Just do me a huge favor, and as the pink words say, duplicate it first before you use it, because it's a template, so everybody can use as much of those as they like. You can play it with friends, even though they are not playing in the Summer Cup, or just go for practice matches and stuff like that. Not a big deal. It would be great if you just managed to say who won the flip. You can do it if while saying P1 or P2 won, or just type in rough 1 or stuff like that. You can flip a coin, you can, I don't know, what else? You can roll a dice, you can do whatever you want, you can just,
Decide, yeah.
yeah,
Just decide who is player one and player two in a manner that is fair and makes sense to both players.
correct.
Yeah.
The winner will decide if he wants, or she or they wants to be P1 or P2. For example, if I manage to win, I just say, okay, I want to go P2, which means Roth has to play automatically as P1. And we are playing a first to 7, for example, all games in Swiss. So the just drawn games as well will get played in the first to 7. Just the bracket stage will be played as first to 9, and then it's just changing the first singles into doubles. But when we say we are going for the first 7, we can just draft the whole venues. Just to clarify, those on the right are the settings we're using. Thanks for to FileLoad Ethan once more to do the prop file. It is not mandatory, but it makes everything easier if you just download it and put it in quick play and start with those settings and not try to manage it manually.
Mm-hmm.
If you have
Yeah.
any questions how to do it, just hit me with a question, and then we can figure it out.
I think there is a pinned message in one of the channels in Discord
From
that's
Wrestler,
linked
I
to a
think,
video
yeah.
from Wrestler, yeah, that explains how to place prop files in the right place so they appear in the game. So if you need any hand with that, just put a message in the Discord and we'll point you to that.
Yes. And then from top to bottom, it's important that we go from top to bottom, not anywhere in between. That Roth can ban his favorite venue. Why? I have no idea,
How
but
dare you?
then the veranda
Oh, never.
setting. I know, but it makes it makes funny to just can I can just do anything I want because you are not in the cheat right now. So the veranda venue will just get erased because we already used veranda, so you have a better overview which venues are still left. Then I go for pub, for example, and pub get erased, and so on. For example, if we just go here, and the high rise is microfilm or swap mandatory, so you can choose both to be on, but you have to choose at least one. It should be also for the prop file locked that you have at least one activated.
Mhm.
So I'm just go for random, and then Roth has the last ban, so Tayan or Terrace, and the other one he doesn't ban, for in this example Tayan, will be the infinite decider. So every setting is still, or again, on your screen, so that you can just compare with your settings in game, and the play order will be Ballroom, 2 games, one as Spy, one as Sniper, Aquarium, Library, High Rise, Modern, Balcony, and if you manage to have a 6-6 in the group stage, then we go for the Infinite Decider Tayan. And with infinite, I mean infinite.
Mhm.
If
Oh,
you
someone has to win by
both,
2. Yep.
yes, if one of you sweep, then we are done. So
Yep.
it could be a pretty short decider, it could be a really long decider, like in the bounty party final against Aston, or between Aston and Philod Ethan. If
Mhm.
you have any time issues because the Infinite Decider is just too long and you have just an hour to play and thought, okay, it should work, you can, but please tell me. You can interrupt your game and just say, okay, we decided together. That's a big point. Together, not one will decide, because you have a starting, you have already scheduled to do the whole match. But if you are in the decider and it's just has no end, you can go and say, okay, we both decided to play tomorrow again because we are on our 20th match and we are just both done for now. That should be okay, but please hit me with some information so that I know what happens. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that should explain the draft. It is pinned. Just try it yourself. But yeah, if anything should happen in the template, hit me as well. I can fix it pretty quick. If not by my brain, then just copy paste it from another sheet. Did I miss something, Rolf?
I'm trying to think, and I
Okay.
can't think of anything. So I think if we have,
Oh,
or if people think we have, just pop a message in the Discord.
yeah, I just can decide if I want to spy or snipe first, but yeah, that's all. Yeah, so I think we are good. And yeah, any more questions in the chat? Maybe I just haven't looked close enough and some already popped up.
I've been looking the whole time and I haven't seen anything. So yeah, I think it's best if you got any questions, just either message when we release the script publicly. The scripts, as in.
Say it again, please.
I'm just reading Hyper's
Oh,
message.
okay.
What do you mean by script?
Ah, the
The
script.
pairings.
Yeah, because of our draft, our real script. How we managed to do the Fire.even against
Oh
Aston
yeah.
and stuff like
Hmm.
that. It took me a while as well, but yeah, that was the message. He just sent me a message with that is all scripted, and yeah, some rage
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
emojis.
My acting is great, isn't it? But yeah, we definitely haven't scripted it. Anyway, I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, I think we're done.
Good. Then good luck everybody. Hope you are hyped, and yeah, we will see you, or at least I probably will see you in at least 1 week. Maybe we will manage to do some casts in between. But yeah, we will see that. Have a good night.